So the first card we have is creeping. Um, the next card we have is unbothered and shit. This could be a interesting perspective, but moving on. Um, like I said, this is all Pluto confirmation. This is all Pluto. Okay, so we're definitely still in Pluto retrograde. All of this is just all a test. All of this is just a test. So, moving on. So, the first card we have is creeping. So, if someone is creeping and watching as usual, of course, they're creeping. They're always gonna creep. Moving on. So, we have unbothered. So, you could be very unbothered, unfazed about what they're doing, what they try to do. It's not working happily. Yes, because this individual ain't shit, or this energy, or this entity ain't shit. See, they don't, okay, yeah, they ain't shit. But they can have a coloring book, they need to be coloring themselves, or draw conclusions on themselves. But let's move forward. Let's see what this ain't shit energy is about. Yeah, because they see you winning, or you're just too busy winning, too busy celebrating, too busy winning trophies and awards or rewards. You know? Yeah, they want you to kiss their ass, or they're gonna come to you to kiss their ass. Yeah, they could be fake flex. I'll say fake flexing. They could be fake flexing. They could be watching you through fake accounts. You know, they could be fake, like I said, watching you. You know, or spying on you behind the screen. It don't have to be behind the screen. It could just be they could be using someone else to spy on you. And then that's what they do. You know, that's what they do. You know. When they're bored, they have to use others as a puppet to spy on you or to get information or to pry information out of them. Yeah, because they're the fucking puppet master. Yeah, they're just not because you're too busy winning, you know, too busy owning your trophies or rewards. And they want you to kiss their ass, or they're gonna come in and ask you to kiss their ass. Maybe they should kiss your ass. But let's move on. Someone's gonna kiss an ass. Yeah, they're gonna be kissing a whole lot of ass. You're either gonna suck it up or kiss it, whatever. Spread it with some whipped cream, whatever. They're gonna do it all. Because that's how much they're creeping. Moving on. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this energy is. Let's see what they're creeping. Yeah, because they're hooked. Yeah, they're hooked onto creeping. Like I said, they're either gonna kiss your ass or they're gonna ask you to kiss their ass. You know? Like I said, either way, they better spread that shit with some whipped cream and suck it or eat it, whatever. Whatever makes them happy. And yet they're gonna still creep. Yeah, they're hooked. And they're gonna be forever hooked. Yeah, because they're a wolf in sheep clothing. And you are definitely unbothered by it or them. You know? Moving on. This is someone that caught a case. It's a sexual infection, sexual disease, rash, man or woman. Like I said, this person is shit. If this person tries to hide it, they're not creeping, they're not watching, they're not unbothered about, I would say not even bothered, not unbothered, but I mean to say, they could be bothered by something, and you're just unfazed about what they're doing or what they're trying to do. We have creeping and we have caught case, yeah. So this is someone like to creep and they like to catch cases. That's on them. That's their path. But yet they're watching from big accounts. Moving on. Let's see what their real intentions are. Yes, perspective. I appreciate your unique perspective on the situation. I value your opinion. No, these are facts. But let's move forward. Yeah, they're creeping. Talking about the perspective, gaining perspective, gaining insight. Awareness, yes. Safe space. It says I need a secure place to open up. No, they need a secure place to live, or to embody. That's what they're looking for. Or a security blanket. Because they're in shit. They're in shit. Yeah, because they're full of chaos. Yeah, it's not their fault that they're full of chaos. Just I'm a magnet for trouble. Chaos follow me everywhere I go. And you know. And I know. And they know. Moving on, let's see what they're hooked about. Yeah, they're gonna reconnect. Or they're hooked to reconnect with you. It says I know it's been a while and I miss you being in my life. Yeah, they're hooked about something or they're hooked onto you. Or being around you or near you. Yeah. Trick. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for showing me this person's real intention. I have ill intentions and maybe planning on deceiving you. They're gonna end up deceiving themselves once you realize you don't want the offer, you know, you don't want their acceptance, you don't want nothing to do with them. And that's why they're a wolf in sheep clothing. Yeah, because they have a trick. That's why it's best to go with their instinct. Always. Moving on. Yes. Yes, like I said, it says I'm here to support and elevate you. It went from perspective to support. But in the middle, it says safe space, but trick. In the middle of it, no. Nah, I'm going to pick another word just to see, what this trick is about. But they're gonna pretend like they're supporting, you know, and they want to elevate you, but they're sheep clothing. They're in sheep's clothing. They're a trickster. They have ill intention. They always have, ill intentions or ill motives. Let's move forward. Oh, okay. Let's see what this is. So they're gonna travel towards you, but they think that you should take a trip with them. No, they're gonna ask you to take a trip with them only so they can trick you. You know. Moving on for chakra. That ain't happening. Not today. Yes. So bad news. This individual is bad news. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. Yeah, them trying to trick you so they can fake reconnect. So they can fake support you. Is the main reason why you're unbothered by this individual. Or it's the main reason why you're not accepting their offer or their tricks. They're delusional. Forever delusional. Yes, unfriendly. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for showing me who this individual is. It says unfriendly. I have a hostile attitude. That's exactly who they are. This is exactly who they're gonna show you who they are. They have an unfriendly attitude. They're very unfriendly. They're very hostile. Thank you. So we have trick and hostile. Yeah, even from perspective and unfriendly. That's all I needed to see about this individual or whoever this is. That's unfriendly, that's pretending to support, to trick. No. It's the reason why you're gaining a lot of perspective, a lot of insight. Going within, finding the answers within is the only way. Yes. We have the grapevine. I heard something you're gonna be interested in. They don't hear shit. But let's move forward. They wanna continue to trick, and be chaotic. That's who they're gonna be. And unfunny. That's who they are. Hostile, angry, bitter, malicious, cold. That's who they are. Moving on, I want to. Yes, moving on. I want to. Okay, I want to see what the truth is. Let's see what this is. Yes, a miracle. Be ready to receive a miracle. Dream come true. Get what you want. Like I said, or be ready to receive a miracle, or something is a miracle, or you are the miracle. Either way. Not with this unfunny ass individual, with this unfunny ass perspective, this, I would say unsupportive. But they want to fake reconnect. Okay, so we have miracle. Something about a miracle, or receiving a miracle, or a dream come true. Something about the heart. Let's move on. We have crown. Something about earning your crown, or you are the master of something, or the master of your own energy. Are you gonna earn the crown? You're gonna be on the top level, receiving miracles and blessings. You see how the energy just shifted from negative to positive? But let's move on. Moving on. So fuck this unfunny ass person. So we have pet. Dog, cat, animal fans. They treat you better than human fans. Moving on. Miracle, clown, pet. Or something significant about a pet or spirit animals or animal fans. Yeah, now they wanna come in and apologize. Now they wanna reconnect so they can apologize. Yeah, they know they're sorry about something or they feel sorry about something. It's like the unspoken apology, internal regret. Yeah, they feel regret about something. They're in regret. And this is them, trying to trick their way in so they can fake apologize. Confirmation, right? The spirits never lie. Moving on, yeah. Addictions could be in the center of it. It's just someone that want you to fall for addictions so that you won't stay on your path. But they don't realize addiction or not. It's all about moving forward. If you're not able to move forward, then you're not ready to go to the next level. That next level, that top level. Or they're not ready to master their own fucking energy. But yet, they have ill intention. That's funny. That's right on top of addiction. So they have ill intention to deceive you. But they're only deceiving themselves. Now they're sorry that they can't trick you. Or make you fall, you know, for addiction. Even if they wanted to. Even if they try to in many ways. Yes. Like I said, they want to reconnect, they want to reconcile. They want to repair something, cure something. They want to understand something. And to someone that wants to reconnect with you or, return back to you. This could be an act because it says reconcile. So they can go somewhere and find a life. Let's see what this child is about. Yeah, someone could be on guard. Someone is not accepting apologies. Someone is protecting themselves, shielding, their energy or their heart. Yeah, so someone is on guard and they're going to continue to receive their miracles or their blessing while this energy is doing everything they can, to make sure you fall for their addiction. It's not happening. Let's see what this bad news is about. Yeah, chew. Someone can bite more than they can chew. I would say someone can bite down more than they can chew. Yeah, someone is deep thinking, deep reflecting. Someone is remembering something. Something is foggy. something significant about street lights. Okay, like something is foggy, something is up in the air. Or closed off. Yeah, threats. Thank you, these threats. Like I said, and that goes right with it. I'm funny and threats. So like I said, they have an intention because they think that their threats are working. You know? They think that the hostile energy or the, bitter or malicious energy is working on you. It's not. That's why you must stay on guard with these type of energies, because you just never know what the energy come out as. So they're bitter. Or they're very bitter. Matter of fact, let's make them more bitter. Excuse me. Let's make them more bitter. I don't like when the truth come out, but let's move on. So yeah, so they're very unfunny. You see, cars never lie. So they're mad because your dreams came true. And you know how unfunny they are. You know how bitter they are. You know how cold they are. You know how toxic they are. And they want you to fall for these, toxicities. They want you to fall for the obsession of being addicted to anything. Drugs, alcohol, whatever. Like I said, it's all about moving forward. You know, if you don't know how to move forward, then you're just lost in the sauce. It's all about not falling victim to anything that they think that you are the victim of. Moving on, because yes, they are very unfriendly. Yes, they have a hostile attitude. Yes, that's how they feel because they see you receiving a miracle or a blessing, or they see that your dreams are coming true, or you are a dream come true. Either way, now they want to come in and fake apologize, or you want to cook you. But yeah, they were the same energy, the same entity, the same individual that tried to threaten or send threats your way. You know? You know what I mean? Now they want you to feel sorry for them. Not happening. Not happening. Moving on. Yeah. Yeah, they're the one that's gonna bite that, bad apple. But this is the first one, so they didn't bit this one. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean. Something about sunset. Someone likes to watch the sunset. I don't know why I heard Jason lyrics. But let's move on. Let's move on. That's a good movie, Jason lyric. But let's move on. Not to laugh. But let's move on. Been there. Let's move on. Yeah, someone is going around and around. Or this is someone that feels triggered about something, or they're gonna feel triggered about something. And this is someone that's gonna learn their lesson. They're gonna learn their lesson alright. They're gonna learn their lesson alright. And this is someone that's repeating the same lesson over and over. Going around and around. Moving on. Yeah, this is someone that misses you. Or they claim that they miss you, but they see you on a level. So they see you on a level that you are on to receive a blessing or a miracle. But like I said, that's the only reason why they want to reconnect. because you are receiving a miracle or a blessing. And they're going to come back and like they miss you or pretend like they do. That's what animal friends are for. But let's move on. Like I said, they treat you better than humans. Yeah, this is someone that is happily single, happily doing themselves, you know, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focused. Meanwhile, this individual on the other hand, they want to come back in. And this is someone that is happily single with their, you know, animal friends. Moving on. See what they're sorry about. It says love and child. They could be a father figure, a mother figure, who else? Yeah, they're gonna come in. That's what they need to focus on, their child or their children. But let's move on. Into someone that is taking care of their child or children. So we have twin flame. So this is someone that misses you. This could be a twin flame or an ex flame. I would say an ex twin flame. But let's move on. I'm not even into that. Let's move on. Yeah, this is someone that is winning. Like I said, they could be running from their responsibilities or the problems. They must face it. Or they're trying to get an understanding of something, of why they're running, or why they feel the need to run. Or they could be running from themselves. And to someone that is running happily, like running freely, you know? Running from a twin flame that is, you know, no longer serving them or supporting them, you know? This is someone that is freeing themselves from a twin flame or ex-lover. But yeah, they miss you. This could be family. Yeah. Like I said, you could be on guard. You could be protecting your energy. Yeah, something is just very triggering about the family or family dynamic, or about this twin flame surrounding a family. Let's move on. There's something about cutting the cords. Then we have workplace affair. So this is what I mean by someone can bite down more than they can chew. Yeah, they're deep thinking, alright. Or something about a workplace affair or an environment. This is like misuse, transformed workplace affair. And this is given someone from the past that's I would say running in circles because they don't want the cycle to be closed. But they see you happily single, they see you happily doing you, stress free, and running away from them or getting away from them because that's just not working. You know, their unfriendly ass ways is not working. Just they have a hostile attitude towards you. And if they do it once, they'll do it again. Man or woman. So, either way. It's just someone that you're running away from, getting away from, freeing yourself from. Like I said, you could be a father figure, mother figure, or uncle, auntie, whatever. You know, the good ones. You know what I mean? Not the deadbeat ones. Let's make that clear. Moving on. So we have divine feminine or divine masculine. You know, this is someone that's trying to make threats towards you. Or this could be another family, you know? Or this could be someone that you left behind, and this could be their lover that's doing this to you. Or this could be an ex and the new lover that's doing this to you. Or this could be a comic, couple that's threatening you or that you're running away from. Or this could be a divine feminine or a divine masculine that is happily single, feeding themselves, wanting, not even wanting, putting themselves first, choosing themselves, and bypassing these threats. Or this karmic lover, whoever the fuck they are. Or a karmic relationship. Yeah, rejected because they feel rejected or you rejected them. Either way, they should talk to the hand. Yeah, because they're a fucking jackass. Of course, yes. Like I said, they see you rising, man or woman. They see you career focused. Like when I say that, they see you career focused, man or woman. Yeah, they're a fucking Jezebel spirit, thinking that they can come back in, right? But they're the ones that can be faced with this, or they're gonna be taken in for questioning. Okay. Or they're gonna be watched by police. They're being surrounded by police or officers. Okay. Yeah, they're the one that's going through an ego death. Or they might check their fucking ego. They're the one that's going through a spiritual awakening. Or something about your spiritual gifts. Something about your gifts that are a miracle. To someone that tries to block your gifts or your abilities. And to someone that is being blocked from you. Or you could have blocked them. To someone that you could have went no contact with. Like I said, they could be spying on you through fake accounts, email, text messages. They don't want to, they don't want you to know that, but they're doing it. This energy is blocked from you. And it's just blocked energetically, emotionally, mentally blocked, or physically blocked. Either way, they're blocked. They're going to be forever blocked. Like I said, they could be watching you through fake accounts, secret accounts, or someone else's phone to spy on you. Some people be. They'll be like, let me see your phone. And the whole time they're spying on you. Because they know they're blocked. They know. That's the only reason they'll get in contact with you. It's by watching through fake accounts or spying through fake accounts. But let's move on. We have analyzed. Like I said, what they want for you is going to happen for them. We have analyzed. So the blank could be significant. Is someone going to be disillusioned about something or about someone? Yeah, Virgo. This could be a Virgo. It could be dealing with a Virgo. Moving on. We have organization. Something significant about an organization. So we have organization. Okay. Yeah, we have your girlfriend going through your phone. And this is someone that likes to go through your phone. I'm not getting into that, but let's move on. We have CIA agent. We have a CIA headquarters. That could be significant. A CIA headquarters. Crooked officers. Oh my goodness. Someone could be working with cricket officers, or you know who these crickets are. I said cricket. You know who these quicks are. Okay. Something about TikTok. Are they going to be seen on TikTok? Yeah, they're a fraud or a scammer, or someone could be fraud. Someone could be a fraud or a scammer. We have Earth sign setting you up, and we do have Virgo. You don't have to be a Virgo, but you could be a Virgo dealing with another Virgo. That could be significant for somebody, you know? Because not all Virgos are like that, you know? I'm not speaking for all Virgos. I'm speaking for specific ones that are low vibrational. But let's move on. We're not talking about the upright ones, but let's move on. So we have YouTube. Sometimes speaking about YouTube. Family member, and we do have family. So that could be significant. I thought it was someone said that. We have female lovers sending her friends to plot on you. Why wouldn't they? They're just as better as them, you know? If they have to send someone to plot on you, they're just as better as them. Yes, drink more water. Or someone needs to drink more water. Always on deck, but let's move on. Comic baby daddy. This could be someone's comic baby daddy. Let's move on. So you know who this person is. Yes, they doesn't respect their boundaries. I don't like when you know, set boundaries with them. Moving on. Yeah, because they don't respect it. This female has two or more baby fathers. Like I said, this could be a comic lover, comic partner, partner in crime, whoever the fuck this is. Let's move on. This person was never sorry. Because why else when they respect the boundaries? They were never sorry. Capricorn, something about a true earth sign could be significant. Yeah, Virgo and Capricorn, like I said. You could be either one of those signs, or you could be dealing with one of those signs. Either way. Yeah, they're talking shit. Of course they are. They're talking shit for common demonic male. This could be too masculine that's talking shit. Like, what the fuck? Let's move on. We're not even going to that. Yeah, they're talking shit because they could have hired a hit woman. Like I said, they got caught in their own trap. And this is what they do, you know? When they hire these individuals to do their dirty work, that's how you know they're full of shit. Full of it. Yeah, they could be an informant for someone, or this could have been someone that they hired to be an informant for someone. Or they are the informant. The hidden informant. You know, gathering information, taking information back. You know. Mistress, this could be a mistress, man or woman. Yeah, someone's gay, bi, man or woman. An Aquarius, like I said, it could be any one of these signs we're dealing with, you know, one of these signs. Moving on. Thank you, Spirit. This person was sent to harm you. Exactly. Or they sent someone in to harm you, but like I said, they don't know who's undercover, you know, who's part of an organization, you know, or they just don't know, and they're just attacking someone, who can see beyond their attacks. Yeah, that's why I'm to lure children to kidnap. See, when I see this card every time I see this card, it makes me wanna punch someone in the fucking face. But let's move on. This is what they do. Dummy man. Um, let's move on. Yeah, because they're a fucking clown. And they're always gonna play in your fucking energy. They always will, you know? Something about an God, you don't even say it. I was about to say something significant about an a sex trafficking ring, but let's move forward. Yep. Come on.
You was twisted last night.
Hmm?
I said you was feeling good last night.
Yep. So what's the matter?
Tissue. You know we gotta go to our Prince's house at 2 o'clock. You got your pink?
Did I what?
We going to Prince's house at 2 o'clock for the
Oh.
dinner. Me, you, Brianna, beautiful.
You going where?
The Prince's house.
At 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Having dinner for us. No,
And what color we got red?
pink.
Pink?
Shady pink, yeah. For Asia.
Moving on. Alright. Okay. Moving forward. So this energy, like I said, they could have used an informant or entity or individual, to set themselves up, but they don't realize who's undercover. They don't realize who's, not even ahead of them. No, I'm gonna say ahead of them. They don't know who's spying on them, but they think they're spying on you. And they think that they're getting information out of you, you know? They don't realize what part of the organization that you're working for or under or aligned with or associated with. Like I said, this could be something that you are good at. Not even good at. Something that you are trained to do. And here's the thing. I'm gonna give y'all a little perspective, like an example. This is not even an example. This is gonna be a real life example. Not even an example. Looking forward. When I was in college as an undergrad, I was so indecisive of in between majors. I went from a PWI to a HBCU. Um, and this is a true story. What I mean to say is, when I went from a one, it was either a 1.5 GPA to a 3 point, you know, 3.2 GPA. There's a difference. So the first major I had was, um, my first major in reality was was it criminology? It was either that or no, it was sociology. It was that and art. And then I changed it from criminology to criminal justice. Then I said fuck criminal justice because I see it in my own eyes, like I'm surrounded by it every day. So I say fuck criminal justice, and I already have people that are already in that field. But let's move on. And it's like they just been begging me to look at them. It's like moving on. I said fuck criminal justice. Then I went from criminal justice to art. And then after I changed from art, I said, fuck art. Why would I do art when my whole life is art? Then I went from art, then I changed it from economics. It's like, nobody's doing economics. I mean, there's only a percent of people doing economics. Like, you wouldn't, you know, see a lot of people doing economics, you know? The reason why I chose economics because it's everything. It's everything. It's part of, like I said, it's everything. Accounting, government, um, it's whole. Real estate, you know, like I said, calculating. Like I said, it has a lot of math in it. But economics is not as bad as people think it is. Because only this much percent of people get in. Like I said, moving on. Something about the percentage of something, you know? But either way, moving forward. That's what I mean by something about switching lanes or switching, you know, side, moving forward. The only reason why I got into this, you know, criminal justice world is because I have family members. And like I said, we all have family members that are, you know, in it. Or, you know, have done it. Or, you know, blessed me for it. The only reason why I'm in this world is because, you know, I am a part of something or a structure or organization. Distraction. Left me for it. I'm not gonna speak too much about it, but when you learn this in school, you become more wiser and aware, and you're just more thankful, you know, for your advisors, you know, your professors that taught you these things. Like I said, it's all about self-taught, but mainly they just gave you, you know, the insight, you know. And you know what I hate the most? I hated math the most, but I had to challenge myself in math more. Even though I hated math to the fucking bone, but I'm so good at it, you know. I'm so good with numbers. It's so crazy. I didn't even realize that I was that good with numbers. Literally. Like I hated math so much to the point that I was so good at it, like that in a heartbeat. And the funny thing is, I used to cheat in math, but I still, you know, took notes. You know, I still wrote the shit down. That's how good I was because I memorized the shit. I kept the shit on my fucking laptop. That's how good, you know, I can memorize math. But it's all about taking notes, you know, and writing it down. You know, that's all it is. That's all it is. And that's how I became good at math. But let's move forward. Back to this energy. What I meant by this energy, so someone is, you know, going back and forth, taking information from someone or to someone so they can continue playing your fucking energy. I'm gonna say what this is about. This is what I mean. And before I get off track, see, that's a distraction. Like I said, this is the distraction I'm talking about when they try to lure children to kidnap, and they think they are, and they're gonna get fucked up. But let me forward or something significant about a sex trafficking ring. See, they don't want me to speak on that, but let me forward. Don't let me speak about that. Because this is who they're aiming for. They would do anything to lure children to kidnap. See, you see how my throat just, did that? Yeah, because they don't want the truth to come out. And that's what I mean by that. They would do anything to traffic kids, traffic little ones. This is what they're aiming for. Speak about that. But let's move on. All of this attacking shit, let's focus on the bigger picture. Let's catch bigger fish. But let's move on. They don't want you to, yeah, this is someone that is a hard worker, or this is someone that sees you working hard, or you're aiming for hard work, or you're dedicated to your hard work. Yes, protect your things, money, or assets. Or business, you know? Yeah, because this trick is not going to go as planned. Libra, you could be a Libra, you could be dealing with one, man or woman, something significant about grandpops. This could be someone's grandpops. Something about a threesome, or three individuals. Yeah, these are fallen angels. Yeah, passing around information, passing around details. Let's move on. Did I just say passing around information? Someone could be a police officer. See, yeah, I don't know why I'm tripping. I saw it yesterday, but I knew I wasn't tripping yesterday. I said, hold on, let me do some research. Okay, moving on. Rebuke this energy. They would do anything. And I'm not even surprised. That's why they're shook. They're gonna be shocked. Or their whole life is gonna be shaken the fuck up. You know? Once they, see you, or not even see you. So we have grandmother, grandpa could be significant, or this could be a passed on loved one, grandfather or grandmother that are watching over you. But let's move forward. So we have sick. So yeah, so someone can be sick or shaken up about something. Ooh, they try so hard to block this, throat chakra. They be doing it in many ways. I just be looking like, if that's all you got, that's all you got. So we have possession talisman to amplify positive vibe, yeah, and rebuke this, energy. Causing unexplained body pains or numbness. This is what they want to do when they want to set you up, or get you to stop talking. And it's like it's not going to happen because the truth is going to come out regardless. Whether they like it or not. Whether my voice is cracking, it don't matter. The truth is going to come out. So let's move forward. Yes, they're doing everything to cause chaos and fights in your love connection or connection in general because they're fucking bitter. That's what this is about. Like I said, they don't want to see people happy. They don't want to see people in their own zone, in their own work ethics. They want to keep cop blocking and shit. Like, stop. Like, what are you cop blocking for? I mean, you could just focus on yourself. Moving on. Because they are unintentional. You don't want to speak. I would say they are intentionally attacking. This shit is not unintentional. But let's move forward. It said they don't realize they are sending you the evil eye words of action. Yes, they do. They don't want you to realize that they are sending you the evil eye. And you are highly aware of it. That's why they hate on your body, image, or exercise routine. They be so curious on how the hell did you do this? How the hell did you do that? Oh, they be so curious. Oh, you curious? Okay. I'm gonna show you how curious is. Someone could be a good actor or a good actress, naturally. Let's move on. Man or woman. Okay. So we have paradox. Okay, so this is someone that tries to. So we have paradox. I would say self-contradict themselves. Put it like that. This is someone that tries to put you in the box where they think that you belong. No, that's why spirits say rebuke this energy or rebuke this individual. Moving on. And that is 61. Yeah, the star. Aquarius energy, healing energy. Because we are in Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. This is all about releasing. So that could be significant for someone, or someone could be in Aquarius or dealing with one. We have the star. This is all about pouring into your own cup, into your own self. 17. So February 17th could be significant. Or February 6th. Okay. That could be significant for somebody. Okay. Okay. Moving forward. Yeah, we have on a sunny, I say sunny day. Sometimes think about a sunny day on a stormy day. Proceed with caution or process with caution. Okay, proceed with caution. You're in autumn. Okay, or someone named to be autumn, or something significant about autumn, or someone gonna watch over autumn. Is it gonna be watch over autumn? So over autumn. Like I said, something significant about autumn. Or this could be a child about autumn. Or this could be significant for autumn. Like I said, someone named to be autumn. Or something could have happened in the autumn. You know, or someone can be very cautious. I said caution, cautious and aware. Okay, so we have rating 5, so someone could be 5 years old. I said someone could be 5 years old. You know what I mean? A child could be 5 years old, or something could have happened 5 years ago. Or something could have happened 5 years later. I said, would be. Or something about 5 years from now. Or someone can be facing 5 years or more. Okay. Yeah, so something significant about Monday. Monday could be significant within 5 years on Monday. Or something could have happened 5 years ago on Monday. Or something significant about Monday. So proceed with caution. Or someone's going to be very cautious on Monday. Or whatever this plan or this motive is, it's going to happen on Monday. Something surrounding the autumn. Or someone needs to protect autumn. Or they're going to. Okay, something about, lowering children in. Okay, moving on. I don't get too much into that detail, but let's move forward. Okay. We have check into your insecurities first. If you're not feeling insecure, the answer is yes. Yes, so the answer is yes. Because intuition never lies. May this deck help guide you to the answers you have been seeking. May you have peace of mind and love in your heart with all decisions that are made. Okay. Um, Before I get into that, I want to check into this first. We have an illusion. This is all an illusion. We have what you see may not always be the full picture. Are you caught up in a false image or misunderstanding? Look beyond the surface, and the real truth will reveal itself. Okay, so something about an illusion is going to be breaking free, or someone's going to be breaking free from an illusion or delusion. And to someone that is delusional about something, or to someone that's full of fucking illusions. Moving on. Yeah, because they see you going through a transformation where you are transforming like a butterfly. Until someone that don't want you to transform, you know? You are undergoing a profound transformation. How recent changes made you uncertain, embrace the shift. They are guiding you towards personal and spiritual growth. So it's time to break through that illusion. Or someone is going to. Yes, universe, whatever that means. Your connection to the universe is stronger than you think. Have you felt disconnected lately? Reconnect with your inner spirit. In the world around you, the universe is always guiding you, or spirits or angels. Something about the sun, butterflies, stars, the puzzle, the pathway, or a maze. Something about pictures on the wall. Yes, we have trust. Trust is essential for moving forward. Are you doubting the path ahead? Have faith in the universe's plan and in yourself. Take the next step with confidence. Yeah, because this is right here, some past life shit. Okay, let's move forward. Where there is room, there is hope for a treasure. Rough time, good outcome, everything will work out okay. Moving on, it says, why be unhappy? Oops, yeah, this is someone that don't want you to be unhappy. It says, why be unhappy? And this is someone that is not happy for you. Either way, let's move forward. Why be unhappy when your soul is full of bloom? Health, spiritual growth, choosing happiness, choosing yourself, choosing your well-being. More importantly, you know, being disillusioned about something. That's how you free yourself, free your mind. But let's move forward. Okay. But right now, time to break the spell. Yes, it's gonna be a little messy, but oh well. I'm gonna break the spell today. It is what it is. Oops. Oh, woke up just like this. So my mind is elsewhere. But looking forward, nothing to hide. Same shit, different day. You know, let's move forward. There's a lot. You know, every day you either wake up with a choice. Either you wake up happy or miserable. You choose. Okay. You know, I'm not worried. You know, you just gotta keep living for you. You know, walk your own path, your own destiny, if you know what I mean. Continuously, but let's move forward and fuck what others think or how they feel. You know, as long as you are on the right path, that's all it matters. Moving forward. That's how you go through a transformation. Breaking a spell, breaking the illusion. You know, naturally. Don't have to fake it. Moving on. But this transformation is going to be beautiful. It's going to be known. It's going to be seen. And you have to be aware of it. But let's move forward. And this is someone that's very cautious about something. They're just very cautious with their energy. Something's going to be fair. Something about a place or a fair or a gathering. Okay. But let's move forward. Um, but yes, they're going to be shaken up about something or sick about something. So like I said, moving forward, this is how you go through it. This is how you go through a transformation, you just gotta keep moving forward, Through the path and not allowing anyone to stop your path, your destiny, even if they try, even if they, try to stop you or block you, they're stopping themselves. They're stopping their own blessing if they think they're stopping you. Because, like I said, everywhere you go, the whole tribe is going with you, you know? And that's what they don't understand. That's just what they don't see. They don't understand that we are one. They don't understand the power of the tribe sticking together, staying balanced. They don't understand that transformation, confirmation. They don't. But let's move forward. They can play with the soul tribe if they want to. Remember what I said, if they hurt one, they hurt all of us. Um, yeah, and lately, the way I see it, let's move forward. Um, let's move on. Yeah, because you are the key to something, or you have the key, or you are holding the key. 31. Yeah, flume. You got the key to a flume or wealth, or generational wealth. If I say generational income, but let's move forward. Yeah, past life came out again. This shit is past life. Whatever this attack is, or whoever this is that's doing all of this bullshit, this is some past life shit. Clearly. And these are past life individuals that are, you know, that are still on that old, bullshit. And it's like, go find yourself. Like, what the fuck? Still doing this dumb shit. Go find yourself. Oh, that's how you know they are unhealed, unsatisfied, unhappy, unhappy ass individuals. Moving on. Exactly what I mean. Unhappy ass individuals that don't like to see other people happy. But yet they don't want to see themselves happy. So what makes you think what they're gonna do to you if they don't want to see themselves happy? Oh, I found my happy place and go with the flow. Exactly. I am worthy of greatness. Exactly. You are worthy of greatness. Or becoming great. Or becoming better. Not this fucking nonsense they got fucking going on. Because they try to stop your transformation or block the view. Not happening, partner. Go try that shit with somebody else that is unhealed. That is unfucking happy, unsatisfied with their fucking life. But let's move forward. You know? If love turns lonely, let it go. I let it go. I'm the real deal, baby. No filter needed. Okay? Filter for what? You see what's real and you see what's fake. Moving on. You see what's real and you see what's fake. Moving the fuck on. And I'm not editing shit. So, how about that? Matter of fact, I don't even edit videos. You're gonna hear people in the background. You're gonna hear this, that, whatever. That's reality. Fuck I look like editing my shit for. I don't got time for that. You're gonna hear everything. But let's move forward. Yes, like I said, I can edit my video, but I don't got time to be editing, cutting, and all that bullshit. Only when I'm making movies. I only do that when I'm making movies. Then I post it, for the ones that, needs it. But other than that, like I said, that's why I have, another page for that. But let's move forward. Um, Moving on, depending on, the energy is. But let's move forward. So continue to find your happy place, your own happiness. Not somebody else's, your own happiness, okay? Because you are worthy of greatness, you are worthy of, I would say legacy. I would say legacy, for the next generation. If they don't understand the power in that, but let's move forward. This is some past life shit, but let's move forward. These could be like past life family. Something about the past life family, past life energy that make you feel whole, surrounded, you know, or transformative. But some people don't get that. They don't get the power in that. But let's move forward. Let's move on. Um, I usually get a fucking headache, but right now I don't have a headache. But I don't know. Something just tell me to just keep going. I don't know, regardless. People think that you're just sleep. You know, lousy, slouch. But they don't realize it's all about moving forward. It's all about moving the fuck forward. And if they don't like it, then you go find something better to do, you know? Because you're on the right path. And they don't understand. Some don't, some do. And it's not going to be for everybody. So let's move on. Magnetic connection. There's a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. Okay. Nothing has gone wrong. Now, this is some positive energy. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. People be trying to cock block it. Like, what are you doing? Like, just stop. They be trying to cock block in many ways. I'm like, stop it. Soulmate. Yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. Exactly. They be trying to block this shit for the longest. Like, just go find your own fucking soulmate, you know? Go find someone else that's gonna make you happy or whole. Or secure, you know? Or safe. They be trying to cop block some new shit, something that's transformative. Like, stop doing that. Because the union's gonna come together whether you like it or not. Whether you try to block it or stop it, it's gonna come together. That's why it's magnetic for a reason, you know? There's many soulmates in this lifetime. Many soulmates. And not all soulmates are the same. But let's move forward. Yes, jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. Like I said, they're gonna do anything. They're gonna block, they're gonna gossip, they're gonna create lies, create dramas. When nothing ain't even started yet. Like, damn, already? The gossip, the lies, the slander, and nothing even formed yet. That's how you know they're ready to block some shit. And they just don't want to see it happen, you know? And it's like, stop that shit. Because your ass is unhappy with the person that you're with. And don't try to stop two happy people from coming together. Now, what the fuck is they on? Or happy, souls in general from coming together, you know? They be trying to block that shit, and it's like, stop that shit. Because they don't like the transformation. They don't, they don't want to see it, you know? They don't want to see the happy changes. They want to keep shit stuck in one place, in one spot. And it's like, no. The change is going to come, you know? Whether they like it or not. So they're not stopping no soulmate. They're not stopping no connection. None of that. It's sacred for a reason. It's protected for a reason. But let's move on. So that's the energy, you know? These energies will do anything to stop connection, you know? To block unions or unity. Like, stop that shit. Like, the soul family, the soul tribe, soulmate, soul lovers are coming back together. Happily. Whether you like it or not. Moving forward. So that's the energy. So, like I said before, regardless of this energy,